Precious one, would you believe that some of the most dangerous lies we believe about God begin with moments of silence? There is a particular kind of quiet that falls when you feel completely alone, not just separated from people, but disconnected from the one who promised to stay. Maybe you are in that space right now. The prayers feel like they are hitting the ceiling. The waiting has stretched from days into months, into entire seasons. And in that heavy silence, a question begins to echo in your mind. Has he forgotten me? Am I still loved? Why am I in this situation? We know the phrases, God will never leave you. God will never forsake you. We know the verses, but knowing the truth in your mind and feeling it in a wounded heart are two different things. When life keeps pressing in, when the doors keep closing, when the future looks uncertain, faith can begin to feel fragile. And slowly, quietly, a lie begins to take shape. Maybe God has left me behind. But what if the silence you fear is not abandonment at all? What if it is the space where God is preparing something far greater than you can currently see? And this brings me to a place where it's become a personal testimony. There was a season in my own life when I found myself asking that very question. I remember praying with certainty about a direction I believed God was leading me. I had plans, I had expectations, and honestly, I thought I had clarity. But then the doors began to close. Not just one door, several. Things that seemed promising suddenly went silent. Conversations that once felt full of opportunity slowly faded away. And what confused me the most was not the difficulty itself, but the silence that followed it. I kept praying, I kept waiting, but the answers I expected never arrived in the way I imagined. And in that quiet place, I began wrestling with a thought I didn't want to admit. God, have you forgotten me? It's a difficult thing to confess because we are taught that faith should always be confident and unwavering. But the truth is, sometimes faith walks through valleys where the road ahead feels uncertain. What I discovered during that season was something I didn't expect. The silence was not abandonment, it was preparation. Looking back now, I can see that the very doors I thought should open were not meant for me. The things I thought I needed were not the things God was building in my life. And the quiet season I feared so much was actually shaping something deeper in me. Patience, trust, and the ability to rest in God's character rather than my own understanding. And it was during that season that the story of Job began to speak to me in a way it never had before. You remember the moment. After all the suffering, all the questions, all the searching for answers, God finally responds. But he doesn't begin with explanations. He begins with perspective. He asks Job a series of questions that stretch the human mind. Where were you when the foundations of the earth were laid? Who shut the doors of the sea when it burst from its womb? Who commands the morning and tells the dawn where to rise? It is as if God is gently reminding Job of something profound. The one you are questioning is the one who designed the universe. The one you are wondering about is the one who placed every star in the sky. The one you fear has abandoned you is the one who holds the oceans in their boundaries and calls the sunrise to appear every morning without fail. And suddenly the silence takes on a different meaning. Because if the God who governs galaxies has not lost control of the stars, then it is impossible that he has lost control of your life, regardless of what you may be facing. And this is where many of us miss what God may be doing. The seasons that feel like abandonment are often seasons of preparation. What feels like silence may actually be protection. What feels like delay may actually be alignment. Sometimes God quiets the noise around us so that he can rebuild something deeper within us. Patience, trust, faith that is no longer dependent on circumstances. You see, when everything is clear and comfortable, it is easy to believe God is near. But when the road becomes uncertain, when the answers are delayed, when the prayers seem unanswered, that is where faith begins to mature. Not because everything suddenly becomes easy, but because we begin to realize that God's presence was never dependent on our understanding. He was there in the silence. He was there in the waiting. And he is there with you right now. And this leads us to the truth that anchors the soul. When doubt begins to rise, he is too great to forsake you, too faithful to abandon you, too loving to let you go. Let that settle in your spirit for a moment. His character is too perfect. His love is too deep. And the price he paid for your life was far too great for him to ever walk away from you. You are not an afterthought. You are not a forgotten project. The architect of the universe has your name engraved in the palm of his hands. And his commitment to you does not depend on your perfection, not on your performance, not on your ability to hold everything together. His commitment rests entirely on his unfailing nature and love for you. So, wherever you are today, may the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, guard your heart and mind. May you sense the gentle presence of the Holy Spirit in whatever room you are sitting in right now. And may you walk forward in the quiet confidence, knowing that your identity and your heritage are secure in Him. And so, beloved, if this message brought peace to your spirit today, then I will plead that you consider subscribing to Voices of Hope and Heritage. We are building a movement of restored identity and honored heritage through stories like this one. I will entreat you to leave a comment below and let us know where you are listening from. Remember this today. You are seen. You are loved. And the God who holds the universe together is far too great, far too faithful, far too loving to ever forsake you. You are in His thoughts. Bless you.